Today's episode of the Steezy and Easy MMA Hour is sponsored by Shroom Bar, the protein mushroom bar. It's made up of not psychedelics, but 4 powerful mushroom adaptogens. It has lion's mane, which increases focus, memory, and neuroplasticity, making it easier to form new patterns and learn new things. It has cordyceps, which increases VO2, blood flow, and overall endurance. It has reishi, which decreases stress, and it also has turkey tail, which boosts your immune system. And if you go to eatshroombar.com right now and use promo code Steezy and Easy, you will get 30% off your first order. Again, the website is eatshroombar.com, promo code Steezy and Easy, and thank you very much, Shroom Bar, for sponsoring this episode.
What's going on?
What it don't do. We're back with another episode of the Steezy and Easy MMA Hour. It took us a while, but baby, we've done it. We've got 2 all-stars, yeah? We got my guy Redwolf MMA and my boy Mac Mally. We in the building. What's going on, fellas?
What's up, man? We finally got here. It's been a long time coming, but we're here now. Mac's got the shades on and everything, look.
Had to, man. Had to. It's getting dark outside. The lights, the screen.
I got my Mac Mally action figure. You feel me?
Wait, she gave it to you?
Yeah, she gave me both. I got both of them now.
Yeah, that's sick, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I straight up told her, I love you, but don't get mad if I sell one of those motherfuckers.
Nah, sell one to me, bro. I want one.
I need one.
Yeah, somebody, bro. Those are incredible.
Hey, I only got 2. One staying with me. But how you guys doing though? How's
I'm
everybody
doing terrible.
Red Wolf?
I would like to explain first, Red Wolf, if you don't mind. I have a bone to pick with Andre.
What?
5-1, dude. 9th inning.
Oh, I had a feeling it was gonna be.
You know I don't give a fuck, but that was funny as fuck, bro. We came in clutch as fuck. Yeah, it was funny though.
I felt so bad because I was like, for one, I knew it was like risky because I know MLB games take forever to play, so I was like, it's kind of risky getting into a game, but I was like, man. The way we've been playing, we'll probably be losing by the time it's over anyway, so I won't feel bad. And then you hit that home run, and I was like, damn it, dude. I was like, we are not going to be able to finish this game, and we are fucking winning. It was pretty disappointing.
Well, then we got to – so for anyone listening that doesn't understand, we play the co-op MLB, the show together online, like ranked. That is the hardest sports game. I don't care. It's not a bias. It is the hardest sports game when it comes to sports. Hitting the ball – I know baseball players can't hit the ball, and they won't play with me. Anyway, me and Andre are playing last night. We're trying to get in a game before he goes to work. It's about 45 minutes. Now, a baseball game is going to, unless you make him quit, it's going to be about 30 minutes, hour. It depends. Me and him are having this fucking badass game down by 1. He gets on, I get on. I hit a nuke with Bryce Harper. We're up 3-1. It's coming down to clutch time. You want to get these wins on your record. And it's stretching out. So I'm like, we're trying to bunt. We're trying to bunt to just make our innings go faster. Like, bro, fucking just get us out. These idiots fucking overthrow second base. But we are trying. We are literally trying to let them win. And they overthrow second base.
You spoon-fed them the dub?
Yeah, we had to just give them the dub, and they were desperately trying. Like, you wouldn't do that. You would just quit. These motherfuckers stole a dub from us because it was going to take more than 45 minutes of concerted effort.
That's brutal, dude.
It was funny.
That sounds like when you're on COD and you're saying one more game and then you lose straight away. So you're like, no, one more game after this, and then that lasts an hour and a half.
One real one.
Dude, if you're real, you play until you lose again. That's how I do it. I'm like, one more. If I win, I'm like, all right, I'll play till I lose. And I'll be on all fucking night.
Yeah, you got a streak. If you're on a streak, you don't leave on a streak, bro. Let me hurt my feelings first. And then
I got to leave on a good note.
Yeah, and then you lose. You're like, hold on. Okay, now it tastes my mouth. I gotta win one more and I'll go to bed.
Then I buy a skin.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck it, man.
Dude, when I'm on a fat ass streak in UFC 5, even when I'm tired, I'll be like, damn it, dude, I want to go to bed. But then I'll look at my fight history and just see nothing but wins. I was like, I'm not getting off till I lose. Fuck that.
This is greatness right now. I can't just
Man,
stop.
I've been playing that
last night.
Undisputed.
Honestly, last night I would have honestly wrote it out and been a little late for work. But I had my clothes downstairs in the dryer, and the dryer is hella shady. So I was just like, I wasn't even sure if they were going to dry all the way. They didn't, by the way, and I didn't have no time to put them back in. So I was like, yeah, it is what it is.
Overthrowing second base is the only reason we didn't record a dub. Like that's the only reason.
Dude, that's a dub. That's a dub. I don't give a damn. Those fools were losing. They were 100% going to lose. It was like 5-1.
Yeah.
And they were playing like dog shit.
Motherfuckers.
But anyways, man, let's get to this MMA news. Let's recap this last card, shall we? Well, thank you, man. I know it's been kind of difficult to get this arranged, and your time. Yeah, you're on. And it's crazy.
Yeah, I know. Tell me, it's like, I don't know what time it is for you guys right now, but it's 1:15 midnight for me right now.
Yeah, he's like the only house on the block, bro. There's like this one light up in the top floor, like on. I wonder what that guy's up to. You know, it's like always in there fucking bullshit.
Chat with the homies in the US, man.
Yeah.
True, bro. True. Honestly, it was like last weekend, like I was working Saturday and then I did a full shift in work, came home, watched the Cage Warriors, Eubank and Ben, UFC. I did about 26 hours awake, man. I was just like, I was fucked by the end of it.
Oh, man.
That fight was
commitment, man.
The Ben fight was nuts.
So many hours. God.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not even going to brag.
Dude, a lot of these fights are pretty good.
More than that.
Main event,
It's a sacrifice for the craft.
Put this together because like the last couple days I have been doing nothing but staying up and helping the puppies, and my Banshee's going through almost 10 cans of like wet food a day.
Oh, man.
Like, and dude, I mean it's brutal, but damn. So I went about 3 days with 2 45-minute staggered naps. And I was ready. I was losing my mind. You guys will notice, like, I barely tweeted at all through the fight card on Saturday. I even talked shit to somebody. Someone said something to me I thought was stupid, and I even said, "Call me dumbass." And I never do that, bro. Never. You could tell I was in sleep, dog.
Buddy snap.
Yeah.
Cranky Mac.
Sleep, hey man, being sleep deprived will change you, dude. Like,
it's like I'm not trying to fuck with nobody. Just like, hey, bro, just so you know, like Redwolf saying, 48 hours. I'm starting to get sketchy, bro. I'm getting squirrely. You know, you don't know what to expect. 36 hours. I'm not the same person. You know. Yeah.
That's when I start putting the most outlandish shit online as well. When I'm really tired and my brain isn't making sense, and I'm just saying whatever comes to me. You know what I mean?
And you go, I don't either, and that's why I don't understand. Can leave me alone? I can't. This isn't making sense either, bro. Don't talk to me. I don't get why you're. Did I not just explain it? That I don't even know what's coming out of my mouth. We had a great weekend. I had a great weekend.
It was a good week.
When I get to work and the only thing I want to do is go get my coffee before anything. It's 10 o'clock at night, dude. Like, and I got to deal with like 20 people before I can even get to the coffee machine. And everybody's like, "Are you good? You seem irked." And I'm just like, "No, I'm fine. I'm fine."
Explain the most simple things to somebody, and they just don't take your word for it. Like, "Hey, I'm super tired. You seem off today." Yeah.
100%, dude. All right, so we got Jocelyn Edwards and Chelsea Chandler. That fight went pretty much how I thought it was going to go. And I'm not just saying that because Chelsea Chandler agreed to an interview and never gave it to us. Nope.
That's brutal. I forgot about that shit, though.
Oh, you remember? Yeah, see?
Hey man,
Hella agreed and like ghosted me.
the two people that did us
take
dirty
your running
on
ass.
the two motherfuckers that did us dirty on interviews, they're both losing. That's all I gotta say.
The curse.
It might be.
Dude, just start spreading that on social media, and then when you hit up people, they'll be like, "I better say yes, dog." That's your seat.
100% right now, man.
Like, it's just weird, man. Like every time we reach out, we're hesitant to reach out to people because there seems to be a pattern.
Hey, bro, I just let y'all know, man.
Yeah,
I
like,
just recognize.
But if you got time, hop on here.
We'd appreciate it.
I just don't want nothing to happen to you because we would
FYI.
Exactly, man. You keep that win streak, you gotta get on the steezy and easy hour. You know what I'm saying?
What it sounds like. We'll boost you up, man. We got good energy.
That would actually.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. Wait, hold on. No, let's attack that for a second. Because if I'm being honest, we can talk about the card as much. I won't have anything good to say or crazy to say besides the bigger ones because I was sleep deprived. I watched all these. I don't remember that at all. I remember anyway. Let's attack that idea. That would be fucking hilarious. Like on like a way, like a marketing way, in a way that's very approachable for a fighter. If you're like, all we're saying is the last 5 dudes we reached out to lost because they ghosted us. Now, this person gave us an interview and he won. I don't know what you believe in, but we'd love to have you on our podcast. Dude,
We ain't gonna say
might get you some legitimate funny responses and people down to do it.
they don't always win, but they always have great success.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like my boy Stan, he didn't win his last fight, but he got opportunities out of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just we got good energy. We bless the people. We give out the energy we receive, man. And the people that do us dirty, they seem to end up, in some shit.
We're not saying, we're just saying.
It just happens. I don't know, bro.
Legitimately, if someone hit me up like that, I'd be like, that's fun. I'm not a fighter or anything, but you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's funny. Anyway,
I'm just saying, man. It's just it's a pattern.
Yeah. And so that's why we're just cautious to reach out to people because
don't want to just put that out there.
Don't want to jinx them, man. We don't want you to say no and then you lose your next one. You know what I'm saying? It's just
we want you to win. That's why we want to chat. So if you got 15 to 20 minutes at some time, I'd love to see your career continue.
Hopefully the karma, the Libra scales tilt in your favor.
Yeah, I don't want to see a tweet pop up next week that says fighter removed. But God bless. Can't wait to hear back from you. That would be fucking funny. I'm sorry. That would be funny.
So Kwamba knocked out Romero. I'm not gonna lie, man. I've been sleep deprived too, so I really didn't watch anything except the main card. I
caught some of the prelims, but I was watching the Eubank and Ben fight as well, so I was kind of like in and out. It wasn't really until the middle of the prelims where I started paying attention. That sounds bad, but it is what it is.
Ooh, now this one.
Hella good performance from Malcolm Wellmaker.
Yeah.
Do I think he should have quit his 9 to 5? Do I think he should have quit his 9 to 5?
After he hit that right hand. Wellmaker and dude's laying on the ground like
I mean, he went straight down.
He nuts. Exactly to me. I went Gaethje, Vic,
yeah, on the cage.
Yeah. No, do you know what it reminded me of? I even put a tweet out about it. Do you remember when Ngannou knocked out Arlovski? He sent him flying to the left as well.
Whole windmill over.
Yeah, literally, boom.
Oh,
3 different sequences, but the same fall like that.
Yeah,
dude. That I went, Jesus, Bantams aren't supposed to be doing that.
He said, "Buddy shouldn't have quit his job."
I mean, I admire the confidence, and I admire, hey, I got a $50K contract. Like, this is where I'm supposed to be in life, but
no health insurance.
Exactly. No, I'm just on the outside looking in. So
we are talking about Wellmaker.
My perspective is what happened.
What I've heard from a lot of fighters when we've talked about this type of thing is them saying like there are things that you do have. If you have a wife and kids and you have no other option, of course you need to stay working But if you have the opportunity, you don't have. I'm not sure about his life circumstances, but if you have the opportunity to take that leap, and even if you have to eat ramen, and that $50K pays your rent for the next year, so that you can do nothing. And your coaching fees, gym fees, all that shit. That is something I've never heard a fighter tell me that they regretted.
Respect. Yeah.
Also, I haven't talked to the ones that did not pan out very well for, which is I'm sure a lot. But this kid seems like he's one of those guys.
He's definitely talented, and he's definitely on the radar. And I just think like, damn, a welding job. That sounds like
they said a blue collar.
Welding pays good as fuck too, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's a graft, though. You know what I mean? It's a graft. So for him to put in training as well as welding, that's probably where he's got most of his strength from. You know what I mean? But that is, it's yeah.
I'm all about somebody making a choice. You know what I mean? Like I just hope it pans out for him. But if it doesn't, he's got that on his resume, and he can always go back to it. So
welding's a job you can just pick up. You'd be like, well, shit, that didn't work out. Everyone needs welders. Yeah, actually, 100%. Yeah, chase your dream.
Why not? Yeah, why not?
Mm-hmm.
Word. Damone Blackshear looking like Kendrick Lamar right here.
Damn it, dude. He kind of does.
He does a little bit.
That's Kendrick after the tariffs.
Good.
That's 125% tariffed Kendrick Lamar. Fuck's sake, Andre. I'm good. I didn't make that joke. Let's go.
Chris Gutierrez beat John Castaneda.
Gutierrez can scrap.
What happened?
I said Gutierrez can scrap, man. Shout out.
Yeah, he's a banger. Evan Elder beat Gage Young. Matt Schnell beat Jimmy Flick.
Whoa. That is the fight. If you want to convince someone that grappling can be fun, it's never going to look that fun. That is the fight you show them. Those scrambles were fucking, what would you say over there in the UK, Redwolf? Like fucking, those
were men?
Yeah, hey, those were men. Mate, those were men. Like,
proper scrambles.
Give us some vernacular for. I'm forgetting.
So I'm northern. I'm northern England. So we've got a whole different slang from southern England. So if something's good up here, it's meant. If you're excited about something, you're buzzing for it.
You see, and that's an old term here. I'm fucking buzzing, mate, and you'd be like, "What? You drinking a nice tea?" But like for you guys, like over the fucking. I love
over the big pond.
Yeah.
So buzzing for us, buzzing for us means excited, but then to be drunk is to be pissed, and to be pissed over there means angry. So it's like,
yeah.
Oh my god! I would go over there. I would go over there, and nobody would know what the hell I'm talking about.
No, we'll figure it out.
Taking a piss is the one that
us more than we understand them.
Yeah. We understand you guys.
Yeah, they know everything about us. They seem to know everything, and I'm like, what the fuck? But what did you just say? But like the piss, taking the piss is one thing that I still just doesn't translate. I get what it means, but like it doesn't make sense to me. Even though it makes sense to me, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Piss, and it's like
even I don't know where that came from. It's just something that we all say. It's like, this dickhead's taking the piss. Do you know what I mean? Or taking the mick.
But I hate that that's the term you guys use. Like I but anyway, sorry. I was fucking buzzing when they were rolling around on the floor right there. Mate, grabbed him in this fucking shit, and I thought, oh, it's a wrap, boys. Let's go get buzzing. Let's go to the bar or the pub. That's crazy, dude.
But, bro, we've all got to get pissed sometime, and I got to teach you some more words because this is good. This is
dog shit is terrible. Yeah.
Why do I feel like when this podcast is over and I hit end, I'm gonna be going up to Chicken Shack, be like, "Can I get a BAC with a side of fried pickles, please?"
They're gonna say, Andre, you look a little bit tired tonight. You'll be like, "Oh, mate, let me get my fucking coffee, yeah." Before you take this, okay?
Before you, yeah. You got to tell these people at work, like, stop taking the piss and see what they do. Do you know what I mean?
You guys really just ran away with that word. Yeah, I love it. Anyway,
so
yeah,
funny.
that's the fight. They were taking the piss all over the grappling. That grappling was the one to show somebody if you want to talk about good grappling in a fight. That was incredible.
100%. Ikram Alice Q. That's a name and a half. Anybody know how to pronounce that?
Alice Skarov?
Yeah,
Alice Skarov.
Yeah. He slept Moonies. Dude, Randy Brown had a hell of a performance too.
That was brilliant.
Man.
There's not enough energy scrolling up to that fight, lads. Like, bro, we shouldn't be like, oh, and then looks like Randy Brown beat. No, we remember that shit. That shit was
Randy slept him. It was a ball, man.
That was Gaethje and Holloway 100%.
Yeah,
like
it was a Holloway hook.
Mm-hmm. Just let's.
Your buddy was just wore out at the end too when he got caught. It was brutal.
Face down.
Well, and he broke his nose in the first.
Oh,
right? It was nasty, dude.
Like, Dolby's
it's all over here. I remember Mike Perry was saying, "Oh yeah, I love how they're all talking about my nose." Do you know what I mean? Because everyone, the commentator was like, "Oh, it's Mike Perry's nose." It's like it's nothing like Mike Perry's. That was a work of art.
He sent me a group chat. He was like, "These motherfuckers won't shut up about my nose."
The worst nose break in history, bro.
Yeah, he was like, "Fuck that."
Was gnarly, dude. Gnarly.
I don't want to hear how he fixed it. Like, how the fuck do you fix that? Like, what's the surgery for that, bro? Like, your shit is plastered. Yeah. Like the healing process and how brutal that was.
It depends on the person. But 100%, like, right there. Well, like, look at Brendan Loughnan's nose. It is permanently, like, it is on the side of his face. And if you talk to him, like, he's like, why fix it? Like, he's going to get punched again. If he fixes it, he's going to fix it after he's done fighting.
That was our last thing too.
Yeah. So it's a occupational hazard, but that was one of the worst ones I'd seen. Yeah,
100%, man. I fractured my nose. I never broke it. I fractured it. Even that's got like a bump on it. But this guy, you know, when it's all the way over here, you blow your nose like this. Like
I don't get how. Like, you guys know the whole thing about fighting? Like, if you get popped in the nose and you think your nose is broken, you absolutely do not blow your nose.
Yeah,
Cerrone did it one time. Yeah, because the second you do, your eyes are gonna swell up.
Yeah, Cerrone, Eddie Alvarez did it.
They knew.
Yeah. Matt Mitrione.
Is that what happened? Yeah, when he got this shit bugging.
It's so weird. Yeah, if you see a fighter do a snot rocket after their nose gets rocked, just bet that shit's over. If live betting's going on, throw your house on that shit.
Yeah, you can literally see it in real time. You'll see their eyes just starting to fill up, and you go, "Oh, there it is." You know what I mean?
I saw when Cowboy spit it out. I went, "No."
Yeah,
it's either not that bad or this fight's over.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think even afterwards, he said that was a stupid mistake. He doesn't even know why he did it. He just did it and then immediately went, "Oh shit!"
Because you can't sit there and say that he didn't know that. Like bro, it slipped. That is a way out of a fight. I'm not saying people get like quit or anything like that. But if you know this dude's got your number, your nose is broken, and you know if you and they're gonna call the fight. Like, and then are you gonna say, "Oh, I didn't know that. No one's ever told me that"? Or are you gonna be like, "Oh, I know, dude. Like, I just couldn't. I fucking let it go and fuck."
Yeah, I mean, you're just a human being, bro. You want to blow your nose, you got fucking snot coming down your shit. Like, that's just autopilot, man. You know, you can always see them, when that shit happens, they go, oh, fuck. Like, they don't know what the fuck's going on. They don't think about it.
Now, I did
That's
have
crazy,
Magomedov winning this fight, but I thought Pereira was going to have a way more output than he did. He spent all his energy on imitating the Kendrick Lamar Super Bowl dance routine. That was pretty disappointing.
It was a poor rendition of it. It wasn't very good, was it? Do you know what I mean? It was like watching a white man dance. It didn't work. It was
cringy. I usually like his entrances.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna stay away from another tariff joke, but it didn't look good.
Yeah, it wasn't an Izzy walkout, that's for sure.
Man, I'll be honest. This one didn't look good either, man. This next fight. Bro, what happened?
Chikadze.
Bro, I will never look at Giga the same again after you said what you said last episode, dude.
Wait, what was said?
He said he looks like fucking Pinky. He looks like Brain from Pinky and the Brain.
God damn
I cannot unsee that shit.
God damn it. Dude, I have one funny story. Like I worked with a homie one time that was like close with Giga or like a fighter or something. I don't remember. But I remember we were gonna like leave the fight card and go. Like we were trying to figure out where we were gonna go, and he was trying to figure out. He was like, "Giga wants to go do this." And I was like, "Where's he going? And where's this person going?" And he's like, "Yeah, Giga, he loves hot dogs. Like we're gonna go get hot dogs at this place." And I'm like, "Well, I mean, I love hot dogs, but like that's a whole thing. You can't just grab a hot dog." And I don't.
Just sit down for it, bro.
Yeah, like I was like respect as fuck, but also like just that's the only thing I was around him for like an entire fight card, and that's all I remember about him, that he likes glizzies.
Hey man, I respect that.
Me too. Dude, you know I'm the glizzy gladiator, man. Like I'm fucking I put those things down, dude.
No, respect them.
Yeah, I just thought that was Giga. Like they have hot dogs over there, or did he just find American culture and he went, "Oh hell yeah, hot dogs rock."
You imagine that the first time he's in America, he gets this hot dog. He's like,
and he's addicted.
Eats it. It's like, oh my god, it's just
like Golem with the ring, dude. He just found like a hot dog, and
yeah, he's going back to Georgia, going, boys, you got to try this. This is amazing. Look.
Also, how am I supposed to feel? Like if you're gonna tell me, if you're asking me about a fighter I knew, and I'm like, oh, dude, he's so chill, bro. Like he fucking loves hot dogs. You'd be like, what?
I mean, I'd be down to get a hot. You know what I'm saying? Like that's cool, bro. I'm down for street dog, a badass street dog somewhere. I respect that. That's a good character trait.
Yeah, Glizzy Chikadze. We'll just call him that.
Y'all are wildin'. I can't even look at his face anymore because all I see is brain.
In the brain. Fucking hot dogs.
We can skip over this fight, man.
No. I want to talk about him retiring.
No.
I want to talk about him retiring because I got a little bit of heat for saying like, dude, nothing but respect for him. I don't get why he gets so much hate. Okay, people that are saying, oh, because he's dog shit. Bro, he has not looked good in a long time. But people forget he had like a Robbie Lawler style career. And I'm not even a fan. I wasn't going for him. I was watching the fight, just there to view it. But dude, he fucking left the UFC, fought 13. His way back. Yeah, with like 30, bro, he already had 30 fights. He's not one of these guys that got there, took advantage of the first shot he got. He's one of the Robbie Lawlers that earned his way back and got all the way to the Jones thing. And if you think sitting there and having the opportunity, it's not so much him not taking the disqualification against Jones, like to win the title. It's more that would have guaranteed him a rematch, another try. That's the more profound thing I think that he purposely chose not to do out of principle. And
yeah, I mean that's straight honor for sure, dude.
Yeah, I don't think it's anything besides that, and I think he deserves respect, man. And he didn't look good, never looked good. I didn't say he should keep fighting, but You know, hats off to Anthony Smith. And I think people disrespecting and talking down to him, just talking shit. It's something we need to change as fight fans.
Yeah, it's what were you saying, man?
I was just gonna say I feel the same. I've seen it all over the timeline, people taking the piss and calling him this and that and the other. Oh, he did more energy going after the guy in the crowd. And it's like, I just realized you started laughing when I said taking the piss.
Yeah, we created a problem.
but yeah, that, you know, bang on. Like, people were, I don't know what's your version of taking the piss?
Like, they're just shitting on him. They're just
shit talking. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Fuck you for ever making me watch one of your fights. And it's like, dude,
yeah,
good shit.
What, that was easy money for you for the end of his career. You could have just been always go against him. Bet, like, I don't understand. I dislike you because you fucking suck, but you don't even understand where, you know, what he did.
And this is always coming from people that would never fucking say this to the face. That would never even step in the cage. Do you know what I mean? And these guys fight for that entertainment. And fair play to him. He's fought nothing but killers. Do you know what I mean? He's fought John Jones. Exactly. He's fought, you know, I mean, even Zhang, you know, a guy with 18 wins, 18 finishes, and that was his last fight. It's like, come on, man. You got to give him respect for that one.
People acting like we're like gargling his nuts, and it's like, dude, no. Like, that dude has been around for a long time, man. And then what do people bitch about in MMA? That you don't pay them enough, they don't have opportunities, all this. Dude, he wants an opportunity to keep, you know, chasing what he wants, but he's already got broadcast. He's already been brought on. Like, this is the fighter's dream for what people want to support. Why are you now shitting on him? Like, fuck him. I just don't get the hate. That's what I don't get.
It's the problem in the MMA fans nowadays. Do you know what I mean? It's
they're
a
acting
massive
like
problem.
if he fought one time in the UFC, and I'm over here like crying about it. Like, no.
Yeah.
He had a long career, and you guys don't seem to remember. He didn't fight John Jones because, you know,
his name came out of a hat. He fought John Jones because he worked his way up. Do you know what I mean?
It made sense at the time. And did any of us really think he beat him? No, but it was like a cool story. It just sucks, man. I think,
No,
he's
been fighting forever, bro. Like, what, he got cut in 13. He grinded his way back to get cut, and then to grind all the way back to fighting John Jones. You know, that motherfucker, that's Lionheart, bro. That's why, you know, the motherfucker's nickname is what it is. You gotta respect the man for that shit.
Amen.
I never trashed Smith at all. I never trashed him. The only thing I said was I kind of felt like the tributes were a bit much. And now I'm not saying he doesn't deserve a tribute video or anything like that.
It's because he's on the broadcast.
I just felt like they were doing more for him than they did for Steve as far as retirement goes.
It's because they know, like, literally, the people back there that edited that and put it together and then aired it are the same people he works with, like when he's doing broadcast. So instead of them doing it like for a fan favorite or something, they're like, this is our boy. Like, remember when they lost a production member, I don't know, a few fights ago, and they did a whole thing about him. Like, bro, it's because none of us knew who that person was. It's because he does have a storied career. Did he deserve that? I don't even want to answer that. You get my answer. Like, no. But that was his homies making that for him. That was the broadcast team of which he works, and that's why he got that send off.
Hey, I like the analytics. Yeah. I like him on podcasts. I like his analytics.
I put it that way, it makes a lot more sense, honestly.
Yeah.
And I wasn't trying to trash it at all. I was just like, damn, this is a lot.
Oh no,
but
I didn't.
When you put it in that perspective, it makes a lot more sense.
I'm talking about the people that straight up were just like, "Oh, dude, fuck him."
Like, no,
what? Like, break into his house and say that.
Yeah, well, yeah. So, do you know what? Fair play to him as well, because one of his last moments in the octagon is him drenched in blood, giving someone the finger in the crowd. I mean, that's pretty cool in itself. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, fair play, Anthony Smith.
Like, it didn't work here, but dude, let me out of here, and bro, I'll get a dub. I'll retire on a dub tonight.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
And knowing it's your last fight, and to take a fight with a dude who has like 10 first-round knockouts in a row. I mean,
and
can't knock it, dude. Can't knock it.
Where it's like shake hands, and I walked off after a fight with Shogun or some shit like that. Yeah, dude. Just let people don't stop being such cocksuckers, dude. Stop being such dicks. That's all I'm trying to say. Like,
hurt people.
Yeah.
No, word.
Now this one we got
this fight. This one surprised me more than anything, honestly. And it's not that I was trying to discredit Ian Garry or anything like that. I just thought
This is the one that
Prates
showed
was
you.
gonna do. I just thought Prates was gonna be more active and push the pace a little bit more than he did. But it's easier
Let me ask
said
you a
than
question,
done.
though. Did protest disappoint you more, or did Ian impress you more? Because those are two different things.
I'll go first.
Disappointed.
I'm gonna say a little bit of both, honestly. I'm gonna say a little bit of both because Ian was very, very, very sharp in there. Not that I didn't think he was gonna be sharp, but he was way sharper than I thought he was gonna be against somebody like Prates.
If you
And
mentioned
so
him first,
yes,
I'm thinking so
he
you were actually
definitely
more
impressed me.
impressed. You were more impressed with Ian than you
I
were.
was more impressed.
Okay.
I was more impressed, but I was also disappointed in Prates because
100%.
I felt like Ian was done in that 5th round. And I felt like if he didn't stand up, I felt like he could have a couple of more punches. He probably would have put his lights out.
When he was on all fours
But
crawling away, I went, "This is over." Oh shit! Like he almost had
that's
it.
what
He
I'm
almost
saying.
had it.
That's what I'm saying.
Mhm.
Like he had him in a position to where there was one point in the scramble where he kind of had like Ian's arm trapped, and I felt like in that situation right then and there, I felt like we would have dropped just like 2 or 3 nice hammers. It probably would have been a wrap, but I'm not in there. I'm on the outside looking in. I can't judge.
There had to
But
be a
it
reason.
definitely looked like a lapse in fight IQ on Prates' part in that particular situation.
Yeah. And what about you,
I
Redwolf?
feel like you should definitely empty the tank in that situation.
Yeah, I mean,
what my point was going to be. Sorry, I'm not. I don't know about his tank, but go ahead, Redwolf, because like you're completely right, Andre, and that's why this fight was a little bit confusing.
yeah, I'm kind of echoing what Andre said. You know, like I was impressed with Garry last time out when he fought Shavkat. Do you know, that really impressed me. And I think that even though he lost it, a lot of people started taking notice. But with this one, I just thought it was going to be more even. I thought it was going to be a few rounds where people were going to be discussing, you know, the next week going, who won that round? But that was a shutout for me. And apart from, like you say, the 5th round, the end of the 5th round. And when Prates was landing them, even I was thinking, oh my fuck, we're going to see like comeback of the year type of shit here. But Prates just couldn't figure out what he needed to do and then step back and let him stand up. So it was a bit random. I think Prates probably is kicking himself now if you watch that back. But yeah, Ian's elite, man. You know, there's no denying it. I said it last week. I said he's either like Marmite, you love him or hate him, but you can't deny that he's skilled and he's getting better by the looks of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've like championed Ian Garry to an extent. I've met him and hung out with him multiple times. Like worked his wife worked for Karate Combat when I worked for them, and so like we would. I was around them a lot. They're lovely people, man. And just for that, I always champion them. They don't deserve the shit they get. And that's all I'll say. Like, they're really fantastic people. But Ian is a student of the game, like something I've never seen. Like, we recorded things before where it was supposed to be 10 to 15 minutes. And this dude, an hour and 30 minutes into him and Boss just talking technique and working technique, I'm like, dude, we got, like, should we? They're going to just keep going. Like, he's obsessed. He loves this. And the interesting thing about this fight is most people thought he would use his grappling. Like, his grappling is really good, and he's going to attack. He's not going to stand on his feet. He's interesting because you can't decide where he's going to decide to stand there and measure out. He's just beat him on the feet decisively. There is no, what I'm getting to is Ian Garry dominated that fight. And whether or not Prates was there or not, that's fighting. It happens. But that dude's dangerous, and he showed he's dangerous in that 5th round. But if you look me in my fucking eyes and you say that Ian Garry survived that fight, then Shavkat survived the Ian Garry fight.
Yeah.
No, be
It's a
real.
good way of looking at it.
You remember that?
Yeah.
And did he get it? No, he didn't. But just like Prates didn't. Bro, he banked enough rounds where he could go out there. And I think it's interesting. Like, I think Garry was moving and doing things actively enough to not let Prates get off. I think a big part of it is Prates just didn't have the shot he was looking for. He didn't have the gas to just fucking just full send it. Like, I got quarter tank left. I'm just going to empty it. He didn't have it. He had to pick his shots. And so then when he gets there, I mean, Ian crawling away, as funny and stupid as it looks, saved his ass, because this dude's trying to follow him. Dude, I only got a couple. I got to find the right one. And then, like you said, Steezy, when he gets him in the fucking perfect, it's like, why don't, there's your shot. Garry defended. I mean, he defended that. That was a very dangerous moment. And I think Prates is really, that dude's going to be dangerous to a lot of people. I think this fight just finally showed how good Ian Garry is and why he was held in such high regard in Cage Warrior circuit.
Yeah, 100%, man. And like you say, I mean, Prates will lose this and he'll look back and, like you say, he'll come back from that. I think they spoke backstage as well. There was a little clip I saw where he said, "We'll probably meet again," and I think they will meet again. Do you know what I mean? But Ian's on a tear now. I think maybe two more fight, he gets a title shot. Do you know what I mean?
He's right there. He is right there. Yeah.
What about you, Steezy?
What, like, I mean, Ian's got a way of like neutralizing people's game plans. I don't know, but he's like the same shit Patty does, bro. They always go out there and it's like they don't know what the fuck they're doing. I have no idea, man. I don't know if it's the threat of the takedown and the striking and just knowing that this dude's well rounded, but he pretty much had Buddy completely confused the whole fight, man. I don't know. I'm an Ian Garry fan, but he has a way of just neutralizing people's game plans and sticking to his. He always has a game plan, and it's winning them fights. Like I said, I think one or two fights and the title is definitely there.
Mm-hmm. He's like,
I want to see what Shavkat does next, man. That's what I'm banking on. I'm a Shavkat fan, bro. I want to see what happens with him next.
Me too. Ian reminds me of pitching on MLB. Fan. Andre, tell me if this is accurate. Ian reminds me of pitching on MLB with like a good starter where you have 5 pitches. Like the way he went out there and boxed and like outstruck Prates, where Prates probably thought he was going to cower. Like that's us challenging someone with a high inside fastball after we just threw one. But we also got that slider if we need it, like to trick him. So when he needed it, you just never know. Going to what Steezy said, you never know what he's going to do. And his game plan can be so varied because he has so many different weapons. And he doesn't get the acknowledgement. He almost choked out Shavkat. He outstroked Prates. I'm just telling you guys.
Like you said, Mac, before you said it before, Mac.
If you keep calling him a cuck, sit in that chair and watch him fuck your favorite fighter again.
That's rough.
That's a hard one.
And that is the clip. That is the clip that is going on when I post this podcast. I literally just bookmarked that shit. That's the clip I'm using. That's whole episode. I'm like, what clip am I using when I upload this? And there it is. Thank you.
That was brilliant. But yeah, like you said before, Mac, I honestly thought he was gonna grapple, and he didn't, and he come out, and I'm thinking, oh, he's gonna stand with Prates. Okay, let's see how that goes. And like say, by the end of the fight, I was like, well, that went very well. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, fair play, Garry. I think Leon might be next for him.
That'd be a banger. I would say Buckley if Buckley wasn't with Usman. You could mix it up any way like that. Like you could do Kamaru, but
yeah.
I think Buckley is planting seeds that doesn't jump, like so that now that he's locked with Kamaru, he doesn't want someone to jump him if like he's starting beef with everyone right there, like so that there is a seed planted. No, I'm either fighting number 1 contender, or I'm getting title shot next.
1,000 IQ plays. Yeah, he's laying the seeds everywhere. Mm-hmm. So if Ian starts trying to yap, he's like, "Whoa, hold on! You remember we had that?" Yeah, you're right.
That's the fucking scene. That's the fucking scene. That's the fucking scene, right?
That's the fucking scene, Joe Rogan.
Nah, but Ian Garry.
You mentioned Patty. Do you want to hear something crazy? Like this. So today we did a podcast with Gable Stevenson. You know who that is? Like,
yeah. Big wrestler dude.
Like one of the best. Like
the big Jack Veiny guy
that was gonna go to WWE.
Like, my little brother was showing me him.
He's who MMA fans have like said forever, and the UFC has said forever. Like, lace up, get some gloves, get a couple fights, you're in. He's definitely coming or shooting for the UFC. But he told us today this won't come out till next week. It blew my mind. One of you mentioned Paddy. We asked him like who the best, and this is one of the greatest wrestlers ever, as far as ever. Gable is the fucking man. We asked who the best wrestlers. He mentioned Paddy against Chandler. Chandler is a D1. He knew Chandler. He's like, bro, the way he was controlling him, he's like, this dude can fucking grapple. Like, trust me. He's like, this dude. And I went, UK Liverpool? Like, this dude? Oh, shit, man. I found that fascinating.
But like, that warms my soul because, like you were saying about Ian being disrespected and put down and took the piss out of, it's the same thing with Paddy, man. I've been saying it for a long, long time. Paddy's elite. And Paddy is, like, very skilled on the ground. He's skilled on the feet. All right, he keeps his chin in the air, but he's working on that. You know what I mean? He's one of the best jiu-jitsu artists in the UFC right now. And people are now starting to notice. Do you know what I mean? It's took a while, but they're getting there. And you even had Dustin Poirier recently saying, fucking hell, fair play. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Olympic gold medalist just shouted out in order. John Jones is the greatest wrestler. And he goes, I know people think fight. He goes, no, he's the greatest wrestler. He's worked with him a lot. He goes, like, no, that dude is different. He didn't go the same route, but different. He goes, second would be Hamzat. He said Bo Nickel, if Bo Nickel file a bit more. Like, Bo Nickel's there. But so Jones, Hamzat, maybe Bo Nickel. And he said Paddy before he said Islam. And then we were like, he's like, well, okay, fair. So then he went down and moved Paddy. But he was apparently very impressed with Paddy's wrestling specifically. And that just blew my mind. Like, to think those are the five names.
A dude with that pedigree saying that about Paddy is very telling about how he sees him as a wrestler and grappler.
I was shocked.
That's a cold sign, right?
It's actually wild. That's a big. Gable Stevenson is like up there with like Kurt Angle and Brock Lesnar and shit like that.
Dude, that's what I was explaining to him. I'm like, dude, you have an opportunity not many NCAA people even get. NCAA, when you're at the end of your career, it's possibly go to the Olympics. He tells us exactly how much money you get on a stipend from them and how much you get for like the champion fund or whatever from the United States government. It's not much. There's no opportunity to go make money besides being a coach. And so I'm like, so what is it with NCAA people? You can't go pro with wrestling. You can go to the WWE, and Mike was kind of like, well, but dude, not everyone. And I'm like, exactly though. That's how good you have to be at wrestling to even have these opportunities. Did you know Gable Stevenson also played for the Buffalo Bills?
I heard about that.
He had never worn cleats. And McDermott called him and said, hey, come to try out, like, come play. He made a couple tackles, bro. Von Miller showed him how to put on his fucking pads. He'd never played. His parents never let him play or his mom never let him play football. That dude is an elite athlete. Like, beyond.
I mean, just to get an NFL tryout and never played football tells you everything you need to know about it.
I shouldn't even call it a tryout. He literally just called him and said, you're going to be on the defensive line if you want it. Come on. And he put on cleats for the first time in his 20s.
No,
and
that's
he
actually
NFL.
Actually nuts.
Mm-hmm. And that dude is gunning. And
I'll probably piss my brother off to hear it. Not gonna lie. My brother played football like all his life.
Wait for all the other info next week, but that dude is gunning 1,000%. He's coming to the UFC.
I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Good to know.
Sorry,
thank you for dropping that on here.
Yeah, exclusive.
Patty,
don't get yourself in trouble now. So Redwolf,
mutual.
So
yes.
I know you got your things going on with the MMA Homies Podcast. Shout out to them, by the way. But do you have anything else in the works? Like any new projects or anything like that? Or are you just on working with them?
No, so hopefully I'm now trying to launch my own. Now that I've got the laptop, I know that I need to buy a mic and I need to buy the camera and all that, and whatnot. Because the camera on the laptop's shit. My phone one's better. But yeah, hopefully within the next month, I'll be launching my own which, Mac, if you got any tips on that, just throw them at me, bro, because I've started a YouTube. I've not launched it properly yet. I go, oh my God, that messes with my head. There's so many things that you need to do and put this on there. And I'm like, what the fuck? This is, that's well more different to all the other social medias. So, yeah, if you got any advice, I'm all ears, man.
Like right now, like what? Ask me a specific question.
So first of all, so like this, so we're streaming now while we're recording. What would you say is the best way of doing that? Do you know what I mean? Or what system do you use?
So this is good. It depends on how much time you have to put into editing. I think for things like this, I actually tend to prefer, like, this is perfect because for the most part, people don't listen. They don't watch podcasts. They listen to them. But you also provide like this in-person experience, like for someone that does, right? Like you want to have that available. And also you can't just, upload an audio file to YouTube. So this is fine. Like this is literally like you don't need anything more than this. This is good. But what I use, and this usually takes like editing, producers and all that or background shit. Riverside, like Riverside's good because it uploads each one of our feeds independently so that you can go back and put it all together where it's all HD. So if I'm in the fucking woods, like, it'll still upload my HD footage essentially. Like it works the best for editing. So if you're going to edit, use Riverside. For something like this, totally fine. But here's a couple tips. Consistency, huge. Okay, when people get used to like, fuck man, fights are coming up, like, oh, I'm gonna put in some bets tonight, and they're at work, and like, I'm gonna pop in a podcast. You want to be consistent enough where someone goes like, oh, this is one I always listen to, like, just consistency. I mean, consistency is so massive. And then also, like, you don't want to overpost on YouTube or anything or spam or anything like that. Consistency, fan engage, or community engagement, stuff like that. Take people's questions, and like, you're not a fucking, even me, like, bro, I don't think I'm shit. Like, you're not my fan showing up here to listen. You're here part of a discussion. Like you're listening to other homies talk, and you're being one of the homies by listening. You might not be on the show. That's what you want to kind of facilitate. That's what you want to build, like where you feel like you're part of the conversation or something, especially on a lower level when you're building up. That's how you build community, and you foster that type of engagement because they know that they're going to hear back, and they know that they're part of the discourse.
Yeah. It's like on socials, isn't it? You always, when someone messages or puts a comment or something, I always try and reply back or, drop a GIF or something. Do you know what I mean? To let them know I appreciate them taking the time to repost or comment or something like that. Do you know what I mean? So
I call that trench work. And that sounds derogatory, but like in the field I work in, that's what I call trench work. When people will be like, well, how do we, like, and I'm like, because we need, people need to fucking be sitting here when someone replies to our shit. And, I run like 9 fucking profiles like across like TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, not
multiple
YouTube
platforms.
I don't run that, but TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I think I hit them all. But anyway, so I mean,
I struggle to just run my own on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. Do you know what I mean? This guy's got 9.
And like fostering a community like feel about a podcast, because like you're not throwing it out there like, yeah, there you go, you peasants. I know you guys you've been waiting all day to hear what Daddy has to say about the fights. Fucking there you go, eat pigs.
Yeah,
that's not what you're doing, bro. Like you're saying like this is fun shit. Like come be a part of this. You need to back that up. And I call that that's work in the trenches. And also, like I said, that sounds derogatory, but it's never meant that, like, at all. It's genuinely caring, man. Like, I mean, you don't look at your homies that interact with you as like, dollars, like potential customers. It's support. You show support. You want support. You show support. And that's part of why I like hop up over here. I wouldn't be here without the support of everybody. And that's why when you hit people up and just let them be known, they're heard. So many people on social media nowadays, it's all toxic, bro. It's all fucked up. It's all making us all think everyone hates everything and everything's fucked. I hate you. You hate me. It's terrible. And sometimes there's a lot of people out there that are on the fence of seeing that shit, and they don't have friends in real life, you know, or they don't have their life's not going so well. They don't have family, man. It's like an incredibly common thing nowadays. They don't get to talk to people on their day-to-day life, and even getting a response on something that they genuinely care about. When you get off work and you go home and you're like, I scroll and I read about MMA and I watch my show and I do my thing. It's incredible. Like, I mean, dude, what? 80% of probably single people, especially dudes, you know, that's what they're doing every night. You know, they just go back to their routine. And sometimes, bro, being included into a group just with a response, a genuine response of like anything, you feel included, and that is huge. And not even on a business level, on a fucking personal level, dude. I think it's very important.
Yeah, community. We're social creatures, really. But like you said, the way like, you know, the world is at the minute, it just feels hate and toxic and this and the other. Even I have moments where I'm like, I'm not going on Twitter today. Fuck them all. Do you know what I mean? They're doing my head in. But then, you know, you come back and you see something funny, or like me and Dre and Steezy, we're in a group chat together and we just talk shit to each other, post shit and like each other's stuff and come back, and, you know, so it's like that, you know, it cheers me up. You know, you're having a shit day and you got your boys. It always cheers you up. Do you know what I mean? So
one thing like this too. If you go start a Twitter right now, just some random burner, make it look legit. Make a carbon copy of your Twitter and go start trying to talk to people about MMA. See how long it takes you to get a response.
Yeah.
So sometimes, dude, like, I don't know, man. I think that's a very important thing about human psychology and society in general. So many people feel left out, so they lash out all the time. And people are more than willing to, you know, support something they feel like they're heard or just at least acknowledged, you know? So many people just live. It's sad, man. It's like deeper than what I'm saying, but I think you guys all get my point. But Steezy and Easy right here, that's why, dude, when we drop a new podcast like clip, when we like Taito Avasa, we just had Taito Avasa, we drop that clip, they get more likes and retweets than we do.
Of course.
And it's because they have community, they're building a community. That is very, very important. Huge.
Yeah. No, I appreciate. I mean, it's like I'm getting close to. I mean, I know it's not a lot in the grand scheme of things, but I'm getting close
who gets
to 5K followers.
Who gets more retweets than you do?
You.
Oh shit! Sorry.
Like literally, when you drop a podcast, even if I have nothing to do with it, I'm talking like, you know, you usually hit me up and you're like, yo, we dropped the new podcast, and I always try to retweet if I see it. I retweet for you guys. Support the homies, and like I always look at it. I'm like, see, look, that's why community engagement. So important. You guys will have like 30 retweets, like 60 likes. Dude, go look at Overdogs. And it's not that Overdogs isn't doing okay. It's a brand. It's not like a thing. Like if you and that's something I'm trying, like I'm going to try to focus on and fix a little bit more, like make sure people feel. Do you get what I'm saying? Like you look at we get like 4 retweets because it's like a breaking headline. People for us just go to the YouTube and watch the whole fucking thing. Like, it's like, oh, okay. Oh, new podcast out. They're not going to engage with it. You guys are building community because we won't, you know, you're not talking to anybody. You're talking to the Overdogs podcast, whoever the fuck's behind that, you know, profile, which is me most of the time. With you guys, go look at that discrepancy. It's crazy. You guys have ground support from people. And that's very, very, very important because you can bot yourself. You can bot yourself all you want and like have all these views, but you don't have anyone actually talking about what the fuck's like, no, this is botted. You have a community, and that's what builds. So when you drop a video and you have, let's just say you have 13 people, like, let's just say you have 13 people that actively kind of hop in and comment on your shit. Okay. Someone new that comes across your channel, gives it a listen, and then goes to the comments with some type of discourse or like, I don't like what, no, I agree with that or whatever. And they go to the comments and no one said anything. They're probably not going to start it. If they go into the comments and there's people in there kind of already, you're loyals, you're 13, you know, you're fucking just your baseline of homies you created, the community. Now those people hop in because now they have someone to talk to. I cannot stress enough how important that is. So I'm saying you guys have done a great job of that. Finding the next level is obviously another thing, but Redwolf, That's what you know. That's important. You're already doing it.
The one thing I like, man, and I gotta say is
questions, guys. Oh, go ahead.
You not hear me? You cut me off, dog. Nigga, mid conversation.
I wasn't trying to. We're just running out of. We're just running out of time. But no, go ahead, bro.
I would say we don't like accumulate scumbags, which I've been seeing a lot of in like the MMA community, man. It's just like the young kids, just they just like to shit on everything, and we try not to give that kind of energy because we don't want that kind of bullshit,
Yeah.
So I appreciate the people that support us that aren't on that shit, because we don't condone it.
He tries to
do what?
Ready for all the smoke.
I
don't be wanting the drama. I be wanting all the fucking drama, but that's because I'd be bored at work and have a lot of free time on my hands.
I diss people back in my head, but I don't ever type it. I'm like, because this is the cool thing about, one privilege I do have is even when I piss people off and I get shitty comments, first of all, you're probably never going to bother me. Like, I don't give a fuck, dude. I wasn't talking to you. You probably don't understand what I'm trying to say.
Or matter.
Okay, your butt hurt, whatever. Like I said, respect Anthony Smith and your butt hurt, dude. You sound butt hurt. Like, fuck you. Eat shit. I don't care. I really don't care. I won't even think about you ever again. I don't care.
And
I'll barely think about bro, fuck you. Doesn't matter. I forgot where I was going with that. I don't care. I don't care. People can literally be like, yeah, they can say the most hurtful shit. I'll be like, that's a good one. I'll like it. I'll literally like it. I have
That's how you do it.
Like someone had said, drop my address one time, and I just liked it. Whatever, bro.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
And then I sent my picture of my gun because one dude showed up at my house, took a picture of my house. And I was
like, why?
Well, he was like talking all kinds of shit, and so I sent it back and said, "That's fine." He's like, "Well, I'm put it on Twitter." I said, "Go ahead." I said, "But just don't come through that gate you took that outside from, because when you come to that gate is when I can shoot this." And I sent him a picture of it. And I never heard
from your ground.
Yeah. Then I saw him at a UFC event. Well, I didn't. Someone else did. They're like, "Bro, that's a little fucking, I don't know, a word."
Yeah.
Really...
I knew exactly what words you were going to say as well.
That's that guy right there. And I was like, what?
Thank you for not saying that.
5'3". 5'3". Probably
I have a
rocking
feeling
300
that same
pounds.
word is in Nate Diaz's.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Manel Cape word.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Who is it?
No,
Nate Diaz word.
Who is that motherfucker that used that as a sample?
He had him on the podcast, bro. The one who dropped that, he called everyone.
Yeah, dude.
Oh man, come on. We had him on the podcast. He was good. Like, he looked good for a little while, actually. He looked like a Timu, like Justin Gaethje, Charles Radke.
Oh, yeah.
He's straight up. ESPN.
It was like the same night, right?
Yeah.
Like two of them on the same night. Like, come on, bro. You're sitting his back ears.
I will say I'm glad we're saying the R word again. Okay.
Yeah, because like it just means
it never meant that.
It's very, as a guy that works in aviation, it means to slow something down, bro. Like it's slower, dude. It's a very technical word.
I told
you know
someone,
what I mean?
bro,
Like,
don't fucking, that's a fire retardant, and they were mad at me, dude. Like, bro, what?
First off. And as somebody with ADHD, I can fucking say it.
Yeah.
So fuck that, dude.
Like, bro, guess what I am, bro?
So we can say it.
It's like the real crazy people, the ones who have got like disorders. Yeah. We can say, you're fucking nuts. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, you're mad as a box of frogs. And because we see it. Do you know what I mean? So we recognize it.
That's fair. That's fair.
Oh, man, dude. Life's gotten weird, guys. Sorry.
I apologize for that, because that went from, so I'm starting my own podcast to at least the R word's coming back. No, I don't know how we got onto that. But
I've done their podcast. This is my third time. It's at least my third, if not fourth time doing it. And every time I'm like, sorry about that, guys. Like, my bad. I kind of like fucking. It's all good, dog.
I watched the last two, and this is my first time on
Yeah,
here.
the real
And
shit's
first,
the best
so
shit, in my opinion.
yeah, exactly. This is what I mean. This is how I like podcasts. You know, the flow where it's just four people just chatting shit. You know, they're talking about stuff, they're telling stories, they're relating to each other. Do you know what I mean? That's the kind of stuff I want to do. I want to bring that into what I'm doing. Is it's just four mates having a brew, having a smoke, talking to each other. You know, and then telling life stories and talking about human psychology and how the world's fucked right now and this, that, and the other. So that's where I want to go with it. I want to do interviews as well, but again, similar kind of style.
When you do interviews, you just do it exactly like you just described, though. Just include them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, I'm working. Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
I think I've told Easy and Steezy a bit about that. I'm working on a Tom Aspinall thing, so it would be great to have him as one of my first guests. Fingers crossed.
And on that note, hey man, shout out my boy, bro.
Hey!
Hero Aspinall.
One of my favorites of all time, bro.
I'm guessing you've read that, but yes, I've got a signed copy. If I hold on one sec, wait, you wait there.
Shout out, man. That was my dad's favorite fighter. He put me on early.
That's dope.
Hell yeah, dude.
There you go.
Yeah, man. Let's go,
Bro,
dude.
That's that shit right there. Hide my real name. There you go.
Oh, no shit. You got it signed in person or something, man?
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's got it signed in person with it.
No
so
shit.
I'm gonna resell that shit.
That's sick, dude.
It's got my name in it. I can't sell it. It's got my real name. Fuck that. I'm never selling that. But yeah, I've met Mike a few times, and yeah, he's a top bloke. Honestly, when you see him doing the pods and stuff like that, that's just how he is. He's just,
I love his podcast, man. I hated that Smith got off. I like their banter. That sucks, man. But yeah, I mean, I've been listening to his podcast since he had fucking the dude from Skankfest on. What the fuck was his name?
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about?
Stop.
Way back in the day.
I had to do Radkey. It's up to you guys. I already pulled up Radkey, man. I already figured out
what
the last.
Fuck? Oh, I'll remember it. Nah, whatever.
Oh God, dude, it's the God.
He's
damn
a comedian.
Yes, it's.
He kind of looks like Pinky. He kind of looks like Brain also.
Let's look through the book. We'll find out.
It's not Norton. It's not Norton.
Bald guy.
Is it Norton?
No. What the fuck was this guy? He called everybody Doggy. What the fuck was his name?
If I had everybody get more sleep, I would know exactly who you're talking about.
I'll remember later. I think I follow him on Twitter because he always posts crazy shit.
Well, look, let me pop
his
this one to
podcast
you
is
guys.
great.
You guys go as long as you want. I got to go check the puppies. Look like they're waking up. But let's at least end this on track because I feel like every time I come on here, I fuck it up. But Figgy or Corey Sandhagen?
Figgy's big,
I got
dude.
Figgy.
I'm feeling Corey.
I'm feeling Corey, mate. I don't know. Like you hear, Figgy.
Corey's too tall.
I love the accent, by the way. Go ahead. Sorry.
I appreciate that. Everyone keeps saying I sound like something.
I called it when you first dropped the voice note to me. I said Manchester.
Yeah. You were like, it was funny when she said it's either Scotland or Manchester, and I'm thinking like, no, that's like a massive difference right there. Like as soon as I said to you, it's Manchester, like Salford, which is the same area as Tom, you were like, got it. I knew it. I was like,
my homie JJ, he like produced Strike Force and all kinds of shit. You know, I was like, he sounds like JJ. And I worked with a bunch of people from England. But I was like, that's Manchester. And then Liverpool, obviously.
Yeah. Liverpool's more like your Paddy the Baddies and your Molly McCanns and that. They kind of like go here and there and like.
And you're like, are we speaking English still?
No.
You go Scotland, and then you're like, no, this isn't even language. He's just making his grunting. I think he's grunting.
I had to tell him to slow down. They talk too fast, bro. Down. So I was in England for like a week, bro, and I had to ask for like train directions. And she was from down south, man, because she was talking like that. I was like, yo, she's gonna have to slow down for me, man. I don't know what you're saying. Dude, so it's all flowing together.
I know. I'm like standing there going, dude, we speak English really well. Like, I feel like, you know, like maybe you guys created that shit, but like I was in England first time I showed up over there. I was wearing a Green Bay Packers hoodie on St. Patrick's Day in London. They don't celebrate that shit. Okay, so like you're not gonna see people walking around.
Oh, you're in the wrong area. That's what it is. We celebrate that.
I was
in
the business area by the O2. Fuck, I forget what it's called.
Canary Wharf.
Canary Wharf. I was in Canary Wharf.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was like, okay, we're not in the right area for this apparently. But we went to one bar. All the bars were closing at like 10, St. Patty's Day, and you're like, oh, this is just straight up disrespect. This is straight up just like, oh, it's a holiday. We're not staying up. Like it was so. I didn't know it was a holiday. Sorry, it's just 10 o'clock. We're closing. Yeah, we usually close at 12, but I don't know. Anyway, we show up to this bar. I go inside, and someone in some fucking thick ass accent starts talking shit to me right off the bat, and I could not figure out what the fuck he was saying. Like, let me try to remember. Okay, so he goes. Oh, the fucking Rogers, mate. Bow down.
What?
Bow down. And I'm like, is this motherfucker
Can you write that one down for me?
Yeah, I know.
Even I'm struggling to translate that for you.
What did give me your translation?
Well, what say it again? What did he say? Bow down.
Bow down.
Bow down.
I know, and then I'm like, and then he goes, "Oh, in Rogers, mate." And I'm like,
Rogers.
Does he know what the fuck I'm wearing?
He might have been. He might.
About. He knew what I was wearing. He was saying something about the Packers, and I just ended up dapping him up, and he's all laughing. Oh, mate, yeah, bow down.
Thing, dog.
But he was a Packer fan apparently, and he liked Aaron Rodgers. I got that.
So you just knew there's no animosity.
No, to be fair, that's how a lot of us. That is one thing about us is if we really like someone, we'll talk to them like shit. Like we'll you know what I mean? And
I was like, okay, wait, no, he's being homey. Okay, I get that. Okay, that's why I dapped him up and like, bow down, mate. Bow down. Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. Fucking bow down. That was. And
that was fucking brilliant.
I remember having another problem. It was just that guy.
We gotta get you back to England sometime, then, Mac. You know what I mean? I give the tour. Come north though. Don't fuck south. We'll come north. Come Manchester.
Oh no, I got people to see up in Manchester. 100%. You, JJ. I'm planning. I'm gonna go on a trip within the next year to Japan and England. So.
Oh, sweet, man. Yeah, we got to sort that out. We definitely got to sort that out, obviously.
You guys are funny as shit, dude. You guys just be singing and shit. Like, I was walking through the O2 for the weigh-ins, and then, like, I just hear, like, them start a song. And I'm like,
yeah.
It's so awesome. And they're all staring at me. And I was like,
you got to join in.
And I look over, and they're like, bro, I think they know you. And it was homies from Twitter I had never met before. And they start, how do you guys have a fucking song for everything?
We just make it up. We make it up as we go along, like the Paddy chant.
I know. I've been there. I've
just do it.
I've been to it's crazy. You guys just be like, and I've been to Connor fights. I know it's Irish, but like they just
Tommy Aspinall chant too and shit.
Yeah. Aspinall. So we pick a song and we just flow with it. Do you know what I mean?
It's like in your DNA. Like all you are just like, yeah, I've heard that song. It's like you don't even watch UFC. How do you know?
Yeah.
Like I remember when this song, like you guys started, or Irish started like a Connor whole song.
Yeah.
And I'm standing there, I'm like, dude, I've been like avidly following MMA for a long time. Like I'm balls deep in this community. I've never heard this song. Oh, they just made it up, and the entire crowd singing it, and then they sang it for like 4 fights in a row. I don't. Crap.
Well, once it catches, that's it, and you'll be hearing it outside the arena. You'll be hearing it weeks later at some pub somewhere. Do you know what I mean? I could go outside. No, maybe not here so much, but I could go. Oh, Paddy, and the rest of the city will figure it out.
That's fucking sick, dude.
It's crazy. Like it's actually the synchronization is crazy, and like how little it takes of like it to catch on, and then it's like it snaps. It's like it's like something in your ancestral DNA that's like, no, we know that him. Yeah, we've been singing that for 1,000 years, and you're like, he's only
musical
been
Mexican
for 535 days. Like, how you've been singing that since before Christ? Yeah, it's in our bones. It's interesting. Also, bow down night. Bow down.
Bow down. Yeah, I'm still not sure about that one because we don't really say bow down. I'm thinking he's saying something else, and you've misheard
He
it.
wasn't saying it. I don't know what he was saying. Someone I was with did tell me, and I can't remember. But it was like,
Was he saying bad man?
No, he was saying like,
dude, he might be a West Side. He might be a West Side Connection fan,
like,
bro.
what was happening around?
He might be West Side.
What'd you say?
It might be West Side Connection. Bow down.
He said he might be a West Side Connection fan. Have you ever heard the song "Bow Down"? When I come to your town?
Yeah. Well, my first thing was like bow down. I'm like, dude, I know I'm American, but we don't have a king. Like, you better fuck off. Like, that's legitimately what I thought he was saying until I heard Rogers in there, and then that's when, he's talking. Yeah. Anyway, fucking.
I'll get you a translation. I'll be your translator when you come over, Matt. We'll go around Manchester. Any words that you hear, like if someone says something's minging, I'll be like, it means it's horrible. He doesn't like it. You know what I mean? So I'll be your translator.
Well, I just need your help looking out for that one guy. I didn't have a single problem. I worked with a guy from Manchester. Like, I didn't. It was the one guy, and all of his friends were laughing, and it was all homie. Bow down. I'll never forget that. Being like, I'm getting tested the first time. I didn't think we had beef like that. Americans.
It's all good, friendly banter. You know what I mean?
Hey, man, yeah. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but like, dude, we are an hour and 15 into this. Yeah. I don't want that to go on too damn long.
You work tonight, right?
What the hell?
Hey, boy,
shit disappeared for a second. I think I do work tonight, but I mean, I got 5 hours if you're trying to get some co-op in.
Yeah, you owe me a dub, dog.
Oh.
All right,
I do.
All right, let me get my pick.
Get that going right now. If you're free.
Corey's, yeah. Give me let me make sure the puppies are good, and let's hop on a ranked co-op. But Corey Sandhagen, I think, is going to. I think that's it for Figgy. Figgy has been dope as fuck to watch. He's fun as fuck to watch. Sandhagen has a way of, like Ian Garry, like the dude's not necessarily like your physical. He's not a Bo Jackson, bro. You know, he's not like this guy. Reminds me of Carlos Condit. Condit was never going to be your captain of like your.
Shout out Condit, man.
Like, but he's, you know what I mean? Though? Like, he was never going to be like your star power hitter in baseball or your fucking anything. It's the understanding. And Corey's one of those fucking people where Figgy's one of those athletic freaks. And I think Corey's size and Figgy's fight style is going to get him probably flying knee at some point. I'm thinking a flying knee hits him.
Frankie Edgar.
It's not like your wrestler versus striker flying knee catch him going in. I think he tangles him up on the feet enough. Figgy panics and Corey hits him with a knee.
Is Corey too much he's too much taller, bro. Like that just seems his range is gonna be an issue. That's why I think he wins pretty decisively.
Yeah.
And he's one that can use that range. Like if you can have all the range you want, but if you can have the biggest dick you want, but if you don't know how to fucking use it, you're not gonna get nowhere. You know,
like, you're worthless.
Yeah, bro.
Worthless.
You know what I'm talking about? Corey knows how to use his reach, dog. You know, his length, if you want to call it that. I'm not gonna say girth. You know, these are smaller guys, but 100%.
I don't know. Figgy looks girthy. Figgy looks pretty girthy to fight.
He's plumped up a little bit. He got fluffed up a little bit.
Like I saw those pictures and I said one thing. I said, that's Figueiredo. Do you know what I mean? He looked huge, but you know, apparently that was a while back. It wasn't this week, so that's good, I guess. You know what I mean? But yeah, I like Figgy. I like Corey as well. You know, and I think like what Mac and Steezy said, I think Corey's gonna show out with the striking, and he gets a title shot next. You know what I mean? He'll do this. And
I'm changing my mind. It's gonna be a spinning heel kick. He hits him. I think he hits him with something flashy. I think he hits him with a spinning heel kick on an exit when Figgy is getting frustrated with the range, and that's when he'll use a long distance weapon like that you can really lunge out for, and he'll catch him. But now I'm really trying to. What are you? What?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, that's my cue. She's like, Dad,
All
shut
right.
up, bro.
Yeah.
All right, I'll send you invite, Andre, Steezy.
Hey man, 1,000 thank y'all for y'all hopping on. I'm
Thank you
glad
for having
we
us.
got to-
Thank you.
And
For
thanks.
I'm glad we got to
It's
get
nice
this
meeting you,
done.
brother.
Yeah, for sure, man.
You too, man. You too. Really appreciate this, and hopefully
You
we'll
guys
do it
follow
again.
each other on
Yeah. We follow
I
each
don't
other,
check
yeah.
my
Y'all
DM,
don't
so that's
follow
why
each other?
Andre's always.
Yeah,
like,
that's one
texting
thing
me.
I'm going to say, Mac. Mac, when I message you, check your DMs, man.
Okay, keep this. Let's just bypass this whole thing and give me your WhatsApp number because that's why I have it, or Telegram. That's what that's
Fair
for.
dues.
Because I have.
I'll send.
Yeah.
I'll do that. I'll send you my number and we'll sort that out. But yeah, I hope we do this again sometime soon because this was fun. This boys really appreciated it, and it's 1:30 in the morning. I might think about going to sleep.
Thank you. I know you want to. Yeah. You need to. Yeah, you need to take your ass to bed. Mac, get your ass on the Xbox. Easy. Oh, well,
you got to lead yourselves out, dudes. You got to be able to say, like, bro, guys, follow. They got them right there. So right there. Follow them on socials, throw them a follow on YouTube. That shit's free. This shit's free.
Yeah.
This is free content. Throw them a follow. Say what's up. Comment back because this is a community.
And y'all that support us, support Redwolf, man. My boy out here trying to make some shit happen. This is a community, bro, and we are the same kind of energy he has. We're not with none of that childish shit. We're not here to put nobody down necessarily. You know what I'm saying? Like, support us all. We all support each other.
If you're going to watch my podcast today, go watch theirs instead.
Oh. I love it. Humble as fuck.
Shout out.
And keep your eyes peeled. Keep your eyes peeled for my one.
All right, brother.
Take care, boys.
And until next time, we're out of here.
First, I played a scary game that if you scream, you die.